And we're back. You may notice that our wall is empty behind us, but we can explain that. We moved back to Oklahoma, where we are originally from. Specifically, the Oklahoma City area.
Where he is originally from.
I grew up all around. And, yeah.
But that's okay because I came here all the time for shopping. So it's not like I'm unfamiliar with this area.
And in an attempt to get a Jean-Luc Picard poster that will eventually be ours if a certain someone actually sends it to us.
Yeah.
But the trip here was all of 20, how many hours?
It
5?
was supposed to be 22.
Okay. And we left on a Saturday evening about 6, and we got in Monday morning at what time?
5:30.
Yeah, it was a long and arduous drive. Stopped a couple of times to take a cat nap, which, by the way, I had the cats in my car, and that was just a whole lot of fun.
Because the last time we moved, I had to take them in my car, and I was not doing that again.
Wow. It was interesting to say the least.
Yeah, and every time we stopped, Alice would be up front, or she'd be I guess she would be anywhere in the car, and I would like go up and talk to her, and she'd just roll over like she always does, and want me to pet her, and she was the only cat acting like herself.
So now we're unpacking. We got most of the stuff that we do day to day unpacked, and now it's just getting all the knickknacks and like the quilt.
He calls everything knickknacks. Like when we were packing up to move, he's like, "Oh, we just have knickknacks left," and it was like tons more boxes. We have all the things we need to put in the closets. We have all the posters, but I said we're putting those up last because that's like a finishing touch type thing. But
It'll be nice to have them up.
yeah, I mean, it'll just be nice to have part of that garage open so we can park one car in there.
Yeah, that's for sure. We sure have a lot of boxes. And, you know, it's interesting to say the least because now we have, that we're home, we wanted to visit a lot of different places. But due to this lovely, what do we want to call it? China bat virus? The coronavirus?
Pandemic?
Yes.
Pandemic sounds more generic and not as ignorant. Whenever you call it stupid things.
Is nonetheless the inability to go different places certainly is less so here, but it's nice to be able to, you know, actually go through drive-throughs of various places and step into places. But her mom made us these really cool masks.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's an American flag.
Yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram.
Okay, so check out our Instagram in
The
case
Colin and
everyone.
Miles show.
That should appear on the screen or in the comments down below.
Yeah.
But on to what section would we call this? Media news? Or?
It's not really a section.
Well, I mean, I think it deserves its own title. Or at least a screen overlay. Picard.
So, back in January, we tried to film a show and or record a show, whatever you want to call it. And we were going to talk about the first episode of Picard, Star Trek Picard. And we never finished that show just because things were too hectic and we didn't have time. Or we didn't make time. So,
now we're making time.
yes, we're not going to go in depth about talking about Picard because that needs to be its own show, I think, probably, because we have a lot to say. And plus, I want to watch all the episodes consecutively, like in a weekend instead of once a week, so we can see the whole story.
It seems like the entire episode arc is quantitative of a movie, and so it is 10 episodes, right? But nonetheless, it was really fun watching it, to say the least. But there are some serious plot holes with respect to the end of the timeline in Nemesis, or Voyager, if you will, because they've now combined characters, and the beginning of, as Dr. Pulaski would say, Picard. Or wait, it wasn't Pulaski.
That was Q.
Oh. Yeah. I know my Star Trek stuff. So, on other media news, we came across a new show, and...
Wait.
Oh.
We didn't say we really like Picard, and that's why we're going to make a whole show about it. And it exceeded my expectations.
I was really happy with it. I thought it was really, really neat. And what was the Romulan kid's name?
Elnor.
Elnor really stole the show. He was phenomenal. But on to other intriguing...
entertainment news.
Yeah, entertainment news. Upload came out, which is by the Greg Daniels, right?
Yes, it's on Amazon Prime, first of all, so you can only watch it if you subscribe to that.
And it's a comedy, but if you're wanting I'd say it's a comedy.
A dramedy.
I like that. A dramedy. That's a new word. As if you're looking for like something similar to reference it, I know Greg Daniels was part of Community and or Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec and The Office.
And The Office.
He was a creator of Parks and Rec, and he adapted The Office to American Office.
Nonetheless, it is really good.
But like to some things that it's similar to, it kind of reminds me of the Good Place. Like the comedy part of it kind of reminds me of The Good Place, and then it also reminded me
The Good Place is NBC show,
yeah, and then also Black Mirror, multiple episodes.
Yeah, Black Mirror is a Netflix series.
Yeah,
we enjoy different TV series, or made for TV series rather. I don't think you can actually call Netflix a TV series.
It's a
streaming service. But that just sounds weird. Did you check out the new streaming service exclusive on Netflix? You're not going to ask that, so.
All right, so Upload.
I guess it takes place in 2033. That's a lot sooner than I would have thought it took place.
Yeah, and then we watched all 10 episodes in one evening, which says a lot since I don't usually binge watch.
Yeah, they're 30 minutes each, and it was last Friday? Last Saturday. We started, about 7? 8? Wow. So we just cruised on through.
Yeah.
But I like your note here. It shows that even when technology advances, people are still the same bully boss, clingy girlfriend, snobby rich people. I like that.
But we didn't even explain what it's about.
So, Upload consists of the afterlife, if you will, of your consciousness being uploaded, title, to a sort of server that allows you to live eternity with your loved ones.
Well, maybe. So people have the choice. They can either die for real and go to whatever afterlife they believe in, or not, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or they can be uploaded into this server thing. But I think it's only for people who can pay for it.
Yeah. And it's a subtle attack on capitalism, and you're just like, really, just stick with an enjoyable show, and let's leave politics out of it. But one thing that I really think they touched on in like the second or third episode, which I hope later on in the series they're going to touch on more, is that the idea of whether or not it's actually your consciousness or your conscious being, or just a data representation of what your conscience would look like in the afterlife. Because, I mean, again, who's to say?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm to say. You can't upload your soul to a computer.
And then it's like, it's a really interesting concept, but I'm kind of glad we don't have that option now, because I think it would just be a hard decision to make.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and then if part of your family dies for real, like, do you just die for real, or do you still want to be uploaded into this cloud or whatever?
But what was it? Is, I guess, if you are tired of being uploaded into the cloud, there is this data stream, if you will, that you can just jump into, and you go off into non-existence.
Okay, that's the torrent.
Oh, yeah.
But I was laughing because if you do believe in heaven, it's kind of a new concept of being uploaded into a cloud.
Wow. That's profound, and I didn't think of that. That's ridiculous.
I just thought of it.
So, I don't know. It's pretty neat, to say the least, and I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars.
But IMDb has 10 stars, so I give it 9.
I don't care about IMDb. IMDb gave what was that documentary that came out?
That was Rotten Tomatoes that gave it something.
What?
IMDb is just based on reviewers.
Oh, okay.
Or people's. It's not. IMDb doesn't rate things. People.
But you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can't seem to remember.
But Rotten Tomatoes isn't very they're biased. They're not objective. So it's just whatever they like or don't like.
Well, I'm trying to think of the name of that.
I don't remember.
Nonetheless. So, one thing that you may know is if you Google my name now, I am running for Congress, which is, I think, pretty cool. And I'm really excited about being able to represent Oklahomans from a perspective of someone who knows what it's like not to inherit a business or inherit a fortune, but someone who's been through I'd argue, the average Oklahoman life of having a struggle and coming from nothing. And I think I'm very representative of being where I am today because of Oklahoma. And I say that because she's born in Oklahoma. And she is highly responsible for me being who I am today. She doesn't know what to say.
Well, maybe sometimes I don't want to take responsibility.
Right? No! But, so, if you are watching this and you didn't know, you can go to milesforoklahoma.com and see my ugly mug on there in a nice suit, not this matching Disney shirt with Colin.
Yes, we got these on our last trip to Disney World.
Celebrating our anniversary. And we stayed in the 90s themed hotel.
Well, it was Pop Century. We stayed in the 90s part of Pop
Oh,
Century.
okay, yeah.
Because remember, they go 50s to 90s. They should have a 2000s. I would like that.
Or what else is it called? The aughts.
Yes, the aughts.
It's ridiculous. So,
let me introduce the next one.
okay.
So, if you didn't know, we really like music.
Do we?
Well, people that follow me places should know that since I post lyrics all the time.
Yes.
But I just wanted to mention a couple of songs that I like right now. And I think Miles likes them also. At least one of them. I don't know. Alive by Daughtry. That came out at least back in January, maybe before. I can't remember. But I really like that song. And part of the lyrics remind me of Supernatural. Because they say, I got a one-way ticket to a place where all the demons go. And it's like Sam and Dean.
If you're unfamiliar with Supernatural, it's a show about two brothers that take it upon themselves to fight demons and just bad things all around.
Yeah, and if you don't know who they are, where have you been for the last 15 years? Come on.
Clearly not on the CW. Or doing something else entirely.
And the other song I like right now is Blinding Lights by The Weeknd. And Miles liked that song. It was on the radio the other day, and I turned it up, and I said, I think you'll like this. And he did. It kind of sounds like 80s songs.
Okay. I was trying to think of what it was. I remembered hearing the first song, but I was trying to think of this, and then you said 80s, and it clicked because you, I guess, have a unique appreciation of my love of 80s music, which is not appreciating it at all. And so I was really taken back. I was like, wow, this is totally, sounds electronic 80s and Depeche Mode type. And she liked it. I was, okay, that's, wow.
Well, yeah, that's because the song isn't from the 80s. It's from 2020.
Challenge accepted. Now I'm going to start playing 80s music and tell you it's a new song. And we'll see how far I get into,
I think I'll be able to tell.
No. I'm going to start playing Duran Duran, and you're not going to know if it's from today or when it was released.
Oh, we should do that here and play a game and see if I guess it.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
I've listened to current radio, so I would know if it was current or not.
Well, I could, I think my interest in indie music would, there's some indie. I could get you on that.
Well, maybe.
Get you singing Planet Earth by Duran Duran. That would be awesome. But also, Colin has a challenge she's doing for an entire year, which is
posting Linkin Park lyrics every day this year on Facebook.
So a little bit background for those of you who may be new joining us. We met at a movie theater showing a Linkin Park concert on June 25th, 2012.
Mm-hmm. It was to celebrate their release of Living Things, which was coming out the next day.
So, obviously that's our favorite band. And so after the passing of Chester, their lead singer, is one of the ways that Colin has decided to help, move past it, if you will, because, anytime someone takes their own life, it's senseless. But she's posting these lyrics, one a day for 365 days, and it's pretty cool.
I don't think we needed to get into all the emotional about this, but okay. Really, I was doing that 100-day yoga thing on Instagram with Aaron Mott's Bad Yogi, if any of you remember that. And then one day when I was driving home, I'm like, oh, I could do 100 days of Linkin Park lyrics. And I'm like, wait, why not stop at 100? Why not just do the whole year? And I can see if I can pick out 366 lyrics, because this year is a leap year. And it was just like a really fun process. It took about a little over 2 months to get all of the lyrics. And now I just have a master list of lyrics, and I have to pick one every day. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Well, I think that about wraps it up for what we have to cover. Did we miss anything?
We would like to remind you that this weekend is Mother's Day, except that this will probably be posted after that. But
we'll get it up before.
Since my mom always watches our show, Happy Mother's Day. Why am I waving with 2 hands?
Hi, Laura. You like your mom extra, so...
It's like that yoga video we were doing yesterday with the hands and wrists, and we were going like this. And Aaron Watts was making fun of it. And she was doing it. I'm like, oh.
Well, okay. I think that about wraps it up. Until next time, she's
Colin,
and I'm.
Miles, and we didn't have any cats here today.
Yeah. Lucky us. Bye.
Bye.